Los Angeles is a football city, and obviously the passion of the supporters on both sides drive things. And so we're excited that every time we play in Banc of California, the atmosphere inside the stadium, the energy is just so special, and that's a big part of what we talk about every week when we get the chance to play at home.
Bob, last week after you guys were leaving the stadium, I saw you take a couple of pictures with some of the fans that were there. What does it feel like when you guys are so far away from home and you guys still get that kind of love from the fans?
That part is awesome. Away supporters are special. All supporters are special, but away supporters who make long trips to be there and wear our colors, they always deserve special recognition. And we had a lot of support last week in D.C., and that helps in every way.
Bob, your offensive guys have made a lot of headlines, Carlos, Diego in particular, but I'm wondering if you could highlight a few things for us, because obviously your defense, you haven't been scored on, you haven't conceded in 2 matches. Guys like Walker Zimmerman, Eddie Segura, they do a lot of things that maybe aren't highlight reel because we're not seeing, goal line clearances all the time, slide tackles. What are some things that they do really well that allows the team to go forward?
I mean, our defending is about the group, and we feel like when we're good with the ball and smart moving forward, that sets the tone. But we still need defenders that step up and make plays, and I think both Walker and Eddie, the understanding that they now have, so that when one steps, the other's in really good position to cover, and the way now. When we have the ball, they're comfortable at times playing one-on-one. So for me, those two have really formed a good partnership. And I think the entire back four, because we've gotten really good play from Jordan and Steve with all their experience, their understanding of different situations. But I feel very good about the collective way that we've defended, and that includes midfielders and front runners as well. So that is so important, because when you work as a group, that also means that you can create some turnovers, and then some of the transition goals that we've scored are a result of a team effort to win the ball.
Is that recognition and understanding by the back line going to be paramount in a match against a team that you've described as athletic, quick, those physical attributes that might be the best side of their game?
Without a doubt, FC Cincinnati is athletic and very good on the counter. At times they'll play in a low block, and then you have the challenge of dealing with the speed of guys like Darren Maddox or Kakuta Mene. So we understand that, but I think the way we defend is to still step up and make sure that now we make it difficult for teams to get behind us. We ask Tyler Miller then to position himself in a way that he can also cover that space. But I think we're up to that challenge because it's something that we work on all the time.
You guys are off to a very hot start. How do you keep the team motivated knowing that you guys have this fast pace and the league is obviously so long?
I think we work week to week to try to get better. We're pretty consistent that at the end of every game we look at things that are positive, and then we look at things that still need to be improved. And this year, the competition for spots to be in the first 11, those kind of competitions every week are at a higher level. So I think the depth of our squad and the number of guys that push themselves in training has really made a difference.
How's the injury situation? Are you getting anyone back?
Pretty much the same.
Pretty
much the same. Andre is still out, yes.
And Lee?
Lee is still out, yes.
Coach, Carlos is always talking about how he wants to be the best player in the league. He wants to be league MVP and so forth. Do you think that by him talking about it and putting the pressure on himself, do you think that helps him actually perform that way? Because he's playing at a very high level.
He's so motivated for the team to be successful, and he wants to show people that he's a top player. And you can see it every day in training, and this year he's confident enough to talk about it. And I think that speaks to the situation that we have.
Can you talk a little bit about the situation of Fito Zelaya? How is he coming along with his conditioning and rehabbing?
He has not returned to regular training. He's working very hard with our performance staff. And I don't have the timetable, but we're hopeful that we can get him back into full training soon.
And as far as Eddie Segura, are you surprised or impressed, or did you expect him to adapt to the team as fast as he did in such a short period of time?
I mentioned throughout preseason that Eddie came in and has just an incredible way every day of coming on the field and making plays as a defender, reading situations. His awareness is very good. I mentioned earlier the understanding that was established between Eddie and Walker. So I saw it throughout preseason in training every day and in the training matches, and he's done a great job early in the year doing all the same things.
How's Dio?
He's out a little bit of a hamstring, so we'll see what that means.
So Christian then, I guess.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, we've always played better at home. I think that we have a very challenging stadium to play in for a lot of teams, and I think that for us it's just extra motivation because we know we have all of our supporters in the 32-52 behind us there, so it's just that little extra oomph that we get from them.
What about you personally with the streak you're on? I know you got some big help, you guys clearing balls off the line at the end of the game in DC.
Yeah, I mean, it's really, you just have to give it up to the defense and the whole team collectively, because at the end of the day, a shutout is a team effort, and honestly, the offense and the way that they've been playing right now really makes it easy on the defense, and so everyone's been playing really well right now, so we're just hoping to keep it going.
Did your winter call-up give you a boost of confidence that maybe you needed coming into the season, knowing that you're in that national team pool now?
I didn't really need a boost of confidence. I think that it was an honor to be called up to the national team, but right now I'm really just focused on LA and helping to contribute to my team here.
Tyler, the offense takes a lot of the headlines, but you in particular get to watch Eddie Segura, Walker Zimmerman, and their partnership kind of blossom.
Yeah.
Do we not talk about them enough because they're just so steady? What is it about them that they've done so well that they're just not making headlines the way they should?
Yeah, I think that throughout the game, there's little plays that really make a huge difference, and they a lot of times go unnoticed. I think obviously it's easy to spot all the goals and the goal line saving tackles and all of this stuff, but these little interceptions that you see Eddie and Walker making and the little duels that they get into each game, I think that's a huge part of the game that really gives us momentum going forward. It allows us to win the ball higher up the field and get more opportunities to score goals.
You've talked about being at home and sometimes not having the ability to speak with your defense. An expansion team coming in,
yeah,
their goalkeeper is going to have trouble with the home crowd. I mean, how tough is it going to be? It's tough for every team, right?
Yeah.
You said that, but what about an expansion team?
Yeah, I actually know Spencer personally from my time up in Seattle when he went to UW, and so I've gotten to know him a little bit, and we play Fortnite and whatnot all together. No, I think that he's going to have a difficult time just like every other goalkeeper is tomorrow.
Tyler, can you talk a little bit about Eddie Segura and how well he's adapted to the team in a short period of time? And of course, he came in as a lone player for almost 6 months, but he's hoping to stay here.
Yeah, Eddie's been a great contribution to our team. I think every day in training you just see him, and he doesn't have a lot of English right now, but every day I see him, I'm just like, "What's up, bro?" And he responds, "What's up, bro?" And so we have that little bond. But I think that's just part of the little chemistry that we've been building. It comes from off the field, and then that carries over onto the field. And so we've just building something special here, and we hope to keep it going.
So how do you communicate with him when you see something that he needs to adjust during the game? I mean, is it a code that you guys have?
Sometimes I speak Spanglish, sometimes English, but he definitely understands. Even though he can't always speak English, he definitely is able to understand. He's a smart guy.
So he doesn't speak English, but he speaks soccer.
Yeah, exactly. It's a universal game.
What's your favorite Spanglish line?
I'm just with the left and the right. Izquierdas and derechas, and yeah, that's all I got.
No bad words.
No bad words. My mom told me not to speak bad words.
Tyler, what represents for the team the good performance about Carlos Vela in this season?
Yeah, I mean, Carlos has been great so far. I think that collectively our front four has really been performing really well right now, and so right now, I think that the way that they're able to play right now has been really special, and so I think that every week, though, it has its own challenges, and so we're just hoping to keep it going this weekend.
What's that like for you as a goalkeeper? They've scored 19 goals, no team in MLS has started the season that way. You just sitting back and watching all that?
No, I mean I'm focusing on my job too, because I know that at any point I could be called in to make an important save, and so whether it's a 0-0 game or a 4-0 game, I want to keep a shot, and our team wants to keep shutouts because that's something we take pride on. So we play the full 90 minutes.
So even when you're winning the game 4-0, you're still.
I get more intense.
Okay.
I get more intense because at that point I know how easy it is for guys to sometimes turn off, and so for me I want to make sure that everyone is focused for the full 90 minutes.
So Tyler, you see Carlos Vela here every day in practice. Does he score as many goals in practice as he does in games? Because, I mean, many of his goals are very similar.
Yeah.
So you would think that defenses will adapt to that, but they don't seem to be able to.
Well, actually, when Carlos goes to shoot, I just go and stand on the back post. So, no, he's still able to do it in practice every day. It's cool to watch him play.
Every year I try to be better. So if I score 14 last year, this season can be high. So I'm working hard and help my team every game and show to my fans, to the league, like how good I am, and that's my goal, try to be the best player in this league. So I have to work hard, I have to show every game, and when I enjoy inside the field, I think the fans enjoy with me, so I'm trying to do that.